school football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Located in Central Indiana, Bragg Insurance Agency is a family-owned business. Getting to know our clients is a top priority at Bragg Insurance Agency. With this in mind, our focus is on relationships. This helps us to know and understand our clients' unique insurance needs. Bragg Insurance Agency represents a carefully selected group of reputable insurance companies. Therefore, we are able to offer you the best coverage at the most competitive price. As independent agents, we do not work for an insurance company. We work for you.
Additional sponsors for tonight's game include More Etc., The Farmers Bank, Blackhawk Ag, Legacy Images, Handmade on Main, Sheridan Main Street First Friday, and Biddle Poland's. Bragg Sports Media would like to thank all of our partners for their continued support. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Clinton Central High School for tonight's matchup between the Sheridan Blackhawks and the Clinton Central Bulldogs. I am Daniel Bragg, joined alongside, as always, Nick Doty. Nick, how you doing?
Doing great.
Those 3 rings still making you feel good inside and whatnot?
They keep me warm at night.
Especially when the Blackhawks play Clinton Central. Coming into this game, just because this stat blew me away, I'm going to bring it up. The last 35 years the Blackhawks have played the Clinton Central Bulldogs. Blackhawks have won 39 times to the Bulldogs 4. Oof. Nicholas, that is quite a disparity. What do you think we're going to see out of the Hawks here tonight?
I'm expecting the Hawks to come out here fired up, ready to play, put some points on the board early. The one team you don't lose to during the season is Clinton Central.
Both teams come into this game looking for their first win of the season. The Clinton Central Bulldogs losing last week to Frankfort 20-16, and the Blackhawks falling 35-12 to the Western Boone Stars. Noticeable change for tonight's matchup if you're watching it and looking for number 3, Jacob Jones. He is actually number 57 tonight, as he will take a spot on the offensive line rather than the backfield like he was last week. He will be on the offensive line and defensive line, so still doing his kicking duties, though. As we await the official to present the ball to Jones.
They're still setting the clock.
Yeah, they were waiting for it to go all the way down, and Jones will tee it up here to get this rivalry matchup going. Nick, we haven't actually discovered it on the way here. Me and you have not called a game from Clinton Central in the now 4 years that we've been doing this.
I know.
And Jones gets the game underway. Going to be fielded about the 20, knocked out of bounds hard. About the 26, maybe the 27. That's where the Clinton Central Bulldogs will take their first offensive snap of the evening. Let's see what kind of offense the Bulldogs have in store for these Blackhawks. Blackhawk defense did a good job the first two series last week against the Stars, forcing 2 3-and-outs to start the game before it got a little away from them. Let's see if they can come out hot again against these Bulldogs.
So hopefully they come out strong here.
Number 9, Leo De Leon at quarterback for the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, nope, that's not him. Pass down the middle of the field, and it's bobbled around and gathered up eventually. Brought in by number 11, Cohen Cruz.
I don't know how he brought that in.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was a bobble.
Excellent job to bring that ball in. And they got a first down, first play of the game.
Going to the air, surprisingly.
Once again, Cohen Cruz, the freshman, brought that ball in. Number 2, Creed Minnan, also a freshman, was the man that made that throw. That's what I thought. De Leon is the quarterback. They just switched it up on that first play from scrimmage. And it's a bobbled snap. He's able to gather it back up, though, and fall forward for a gain of maybe 2 on the play. So, Nick, that answers our question about coming out hot, especially giving up a big play. Now the defender did fall over, so that's kind of what aided that successful pass on the first down.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 8 now. Again, De Leon, he's not going to be the one under center. They're going to keep messing with me. Minnan now under center. He hands it off. No room to go. Stopped about a half yard. Maybe he lost a whole yard.
Swallowed him up.
De Leon was the ball carrier. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. The Blackhawks at least standing tall against the run game here.
Watch the play count.
Already 2 minutes expired, pretty much. A little bit faster pace than we saw last week, Nick.
Yeah, already. Taking their time there on the play call.
15 left on the play clock, but they run to the line. Once again, Minnan now at under center. Takes the snap, pitches it out. Nowhere to go. Peyton Cross gets out there and immediately shuts that play down for a loss of about 6 on the play.
It's good defense.
Back them all the way up to their own 46-yard line and likely force the first punt of the game. Number 4 for the Blackhawks, Caleb Alexander back to field the punt. Number 12, Hayden Pratt to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Gets it away, a little wobbly, bounces at about the 31, then dead right at the 30, and that's where the Blackhawks will start their first offensive drive. So good job by the Blackhawk defense to stand tall after giving up that big play on first down. Answered back 3 straight plays, shutting down the run of these Bulldogs. Now we'll see what Caleb Alexander, the 5'6" sophomore, can do with these Blackhawks.
See what they got.
Bring up 1st and 10 now. It's going to be a give to Peyton Cross. He's got room, makes a man miss. There is a flag down, though. Cross might go all the way. Shakes off a few tacklers, gets all the way out to the 25, but a flag down way back here, about a yard past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold on the Blackhawks.
That hurts.
So after the big gain by Peyton Cross on the first play from scrimmage for the Hawks, they're going to bring it all the way back. We didn't see Cross get the ball a whole lot last week, but still managed to almost get 100 yards and a touchdown.
He's a tank.
Yep. So we'll see now that, again, it's very interesting that Jacob Jones is going to be on the offensive line this week. Got a lot of carry opportunities last week. Couldn't do a whole lot with it, unfortunately, for the Hawks. So this week, Coach Wright switching it up a little bit, putting Jones the force on the defensive line for the last 3 years. Now put him on the offensive line, see what they can do there. It's a good snap. And I believe Kolb got that ball on an in and around, got all the way out to about the 32 to make all that yardage back up. It's going to be 2nd and 8 now.
That's a good gain of yards there. Cole's, he's pretty big.
Yeah, he's pretty beefy back there. He didn't get a lot of carries last week, got a few of them, but Eli Kolb, the junior, doing an excellent job getting some yardage on that play. 2nd and 8. Going to be a give to Bales this time. He's got blockers down the field. Shakes off one tackler. Still going, though. It's all the way down to about the 18, maybe the 19, I think, is where they're going to spot him. Either way, an excellent run.
Great run.
Excellent run by Bales, and he gets big yardage for the Hawks.
Already a different Hawks team this week.
Yeah, a lot more energy in the backfield, especially.
Oh, yeah. Coming out fired up.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 19. Alexander, Bales, and Cross gets the give. Goes over one defender. Falls forward to about the 12, maybe the 13. Let's see where they spot him, but either way, nice little gain by Peyton Cross. Should bring up about 2nd and 5, I believe. So again, the Blackhawks coming out fast offensively, something they didn't do last week.
Right, they're hustling up to the ball. People are hitting their hole hard. I mean, this is a completely different offense.
Again, Bales and Cross in the backfield behind Alexander. It's going to be a give to Bales again, and in and around, cuts it back across the middle, gets out there to about the 5, so that'll give him a 1st down and 1st and goal now. So the Hawks driving down the field. See what they do on 1st and goal. From the Bulldog 5-yard line. Alexander takes the snap, going to give it to Cross, going to use that big body barrel in there. Touchdown, Blackhawks. Blackhawks did what they needed to on that offensive drive. Go down the field in just a few plays. Tack on 6. Now we will see number 15, Owen Bell, can put it through for the extra point here. Blackhawks haven't had a lot of success on extra point attempts in the last few years.
Right.
Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick looks good. The kick is good. So with 6:50 to play in the first quarter, Blackhawks go on top 7-0 here at Clinton Central. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Bragg Insurance. For all your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs, call your local insurance agency, Bragg Insurance Agency in Sheridan, your friends in the insurance business. And by More Etc. More Etc. has been doing screen printing and embroidery for the Sheridan community since 1996. Call Sarah Moore for your Sheridan Spirit wear or business apparel. Welcome back to Clinton Central, where the Blackhawks have just gone on top 7-0 following a Peyton Cross 5-yard run. And Nick, just about a perfect offensive drive.
Other than the one hold, which, little mistakes like that can sometimes slow down, your team on the offensive drive. But now the Blackhawks were just marching down the field.
Blackhawks did everything they needed to offensively, defensively. Aside from that one pass play on the very first play from scrimmage, the Blackhawks doing everything defensively right so far. Jacob Jones puts his foot into it again. It's going to be fielded at the 20. He's going to step out of bounds at about the 31. I believe that was fielded by number 2, Creed Minnan. One of the men that's going to confuse me all night as these Bulldogs bounce back and forth between Minnan and De Leon at quarterback here.
Kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah. Trying to run a two-quarterback system while they're both
plays.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They got 2 quarterbacks on the field at the same time, so you never know really which one's going to get the ball kind of thing.
I'd say one can pass and the other one is your run guy.
I believe Minnan, or nope, that's De Leon under center this time. The first down snap is an attempted in and around, but botched in the backfield.
Nope.
Blackhawks shut it down. Number 75 got back there, Dagan Johnson.
That tells me that the Hawks front there is just busting through the line, blocking any kind of laneway.
Yep, shut it down, so it'll bring up second and about 14. Yeah, Minnan's the one that keeps bringing in the calls, but he's not always the guy that comes out of the huddle as quarterback.
Right.
Like I said, they're just going to mess with me all night.
Keep you on your toes, Daniel.
Yep. Minnan under center now. He's going to keep it himself, pitch it to around the outside. There is a flag on the play, though. It's going to get shut down. Not going to be able to get the corner on the far side anyway. So the Blackhawk defense continues to shut down this run attack.
It's on the Bulldogs.
Ball carrier number 29, Dayton Talby. That penalty is going to be assessed against the Bulldogs. Did you see what it was, Nick?
No.
Assuming it's a hold.
More than likely.
With the back judge being the one that threw the flag. As we await the signal from the official. And it was declined. Bring up 3rd and a long now. Bring up 3rd and 14. Oof. Long distance that the Bulldogs got to cover here. This time, De Leon under center.
For the pass.
Got a man in motion. He's dropping back. He's looking down the field. Got no time whatsoever, though, and Peyton Cross pulls him down by his jersey. And that'll bring up 4th and really long, and the Bulldogs going to have to punt this one away again. So a good job by the Blackhawks to shut that down.
De Leon's your passer.
Yeah, they kind of showed their hand there, didn't they?
Yep.
Fourth and a really long, I'll call it 25. Probably more than that. Caleb Alexander standing still on the Clinton Central side of the field. See if they can get a good punt here. It's a high end-over-end punt, going to be fielded by Alexander about the 38. He's going to try to return it. Gets spun down at about the 28-yard line, so a return of about 10. And the Blackhawks going to trot out there and see what their offense can get going again on a shortened field now.
Great field position for this drive.
Yep, the ball is spotted at the 28 of the Bulldogs. So the Blackhawks only got to go under 30 yards to get in the end zone, tack on another one.
There's a lot of time left here.
A lot of time left in this first quarter. Alexander under center. Again, Cross and Bales, I believe. No, that's Cole, but it's going to go to Cross anyway on the in and around. Falls forward for a nice gain of about 8 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 2. Blackhawks just attacking this Bulldog defense right down their throat. It's working so far. Alexander going to give it off to Bales this time. He's got the first down and looking to get more. Still fighting forward. Gets about 4 defenders and then goes down. Let's see where they spot this. I know it's a first down, but about the 12-yard line. So an excellent job again by the Blackhawks moving the sticks. That will bring up 1st and 10. Blackhawks got to get to the 3-yard line in order to get it and goal situation. It's going to be a give to Cross again. Cuts it across one defender, falls forward to about the 7, maybe the 8. So again, a nice gain of about 5-6 yards. That's all the Blackhawks got to do.
Yeah. Those are the kind of runs you want every single time. You pick up a handful of yards, just keep on marching.
You noted, according to their roster before the game, that the Hawks got the size advantage. That's without a doubt. Just trying to use it as much as possible here early. Alexander going to give it to Bales, shakes off one and gets shoestring tackled. I think he's going to be short of the stick, though. Yep, they're going to move him just short, so bring up 3rd and 1.
Run it again.
Yep. Bale's doing an excellent job running the ball. Haven't seen him do it a lot in the past few years, but tonight came out with a force on a few long runs. Once again, Bales and Cross in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Bales again. Cuts it upfield, and he's across that stick. Touchdown, Blackhawks. So the Blackhawks, 2 touchdowns early, and they're starting to stretch it out on these Bulldogs. Bulldogs going to try to get some heavy, just a long sustained drive out of their offense. That way the defense can get a little bit of rest here.
No rest for the wicked right now.
Yeah. So give Bales his first rushing touchdown of the evening. Snap is down. The kick looks good. It is good. So the Blackhawks extend that lead by 1 more point, 14-0 early still in this game. 2:38 to play in the first quarter. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks extend the lead 14-0 following a nice little run by Zach Bales. So now Bales and Cross both with 1 touchdown each. And Nick, the offense running on all cylinders for these Blackhawks.
Yeah, they're pretty much unstoppable, running whatever they want down the field.
Blackhawk defense answered in a big way on that last defensive drive for them. And now Clinton Central back very much against the wall, trailing by 2 touchdowns, and we're still in the first quarter here. Jacob Jones awaiting the football from the official. Once again, these teams have a long history of facing each other. Normal rivalry. This is his favorite opponent, I think, every year.
I hate green.
Jones kicks it away. It's going Going to bounce at the 15, touched at about the 12, picks it up about the 15, and breaks one tackle. It's all the way down to the 25, maybe the 26. Let's see what kind of offense the Bulldogs can get going here. See if they can get some sustained offensive attack. That's been their biggest problem. They got one first down, I believe. That's it.
Yeah.
And it came on that very first play from scrimmage. First and 10. Menon hands it off. No doing, though. Maybe fell forward for a gain of 1 on the play. Yeah. Ball carrier number 20, Amron Barrett. A lot of youth out of this offense.
Swallowed up pretty quick, yeah.
Barrett, the freshman, the ball carrier. Then they've got, again, Menon running a lot at quarterback. He's a freshman as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up 2nd and 10. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. De Leon lines up at quarterback. Now he's going to come out, and now, I'm sorry, I thought he was in the shotgun. Menon was under there. Menon going to get wrapped up. A Blackhawk comes through the offensive line completely untouched. Number 44, Keegan Hampton, came flying through there.
Somebody missed their block.
Yeah. Came absolutely untouched through that offensive line, and Menon had not a chance to even do anything offensively. And it looks like the officials have waived it, and I believe we might have a cramp, our first cramp of the season. So
it's hot.
Yeah, let's see how long they take to handle this. The officials did. Yep, and they're pointing everybody to go to the sideline. So with that, we're going to take an injury timeout, just a cramp, not anything serious, but we're going to take a timeout. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
A little hot.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. It was Zach Bales was the Blackhawk who went down to the ground a little tight. It is a warm one. It might be hotter than last week, Nick.
Yeah, maybe. It's a lot more stale here. I mean, we got 0 wind right now.
Yeah. When we first got here, there was a little bit of wind, but the flag has died. Following that big blown-up play, bring up 3rd and 15. Menon at quarterback now. And Blackhawk jumped off sides.
There's that trickery.
It's going to be number 75, Dagan Johnson. Had a big play a few plays ago. Then blows it on that play. He jumped off sides a few times last week too.
Yeah. Just a discipline issue.
Yep. The senior. The officials are still discussing, though, because I think there was movement on both sides.
Yeah, there was a kind of a stagger step by the offensive line, and then the ball got snapped, so it may turn out to be on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think they're discussing which team moved first, I think.
I
don't know. We'll see here.
I mean, as long as the Hawks didn't cross the line, I mean, they could flinch all they want.
Well, the thing is, Johnson got across there and then just didn't like he kind of froze.
But they still snapped the ball.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Is like he froze. It's like I think if you had moved back, you would have take all question out of it. But they are going to call a false start
Yep.
So back up the Bulldogs 5 more yards, bring up 3rd and 20 now. They threw the ball on the first play of the game. They haven't gone back to it, but I got to imagine they're going to try here. going to be an attempted reverse shut down immediately by, once again, number 44, Keegan Hampton, doing his part on that defensive line, just blowing up everything that drive.
Breaking through so fast.
Yeah, that was Hampton's drive right there. 2 big tackles for loss. And my clock is incorrect, but they either way still have to run a play here. Just under 25 seconds left to play in this first quarter. About 5 seconds difference. So the Bulldogs will kick it away. It's a low end over end, going to bounce at the 35, and Alexander just going to back away from it. Going to be downed at the maybe 43-yard line. Let's see where they mark it, 42, with 7 seconds left in the first quarter. So the Blackhawks will have to run a play here before changing ends of the field. The Blackhawk defense continues to stand tall against the Bulldog offense. Blackhawks have scored touchdowns on both of their 2 previous drives. Once again, starting a drive on their opposing side of the field, will try to once again put it in the end zone here. The officials look like they're looking at the clock for something, but I'm not sure.
Because I think they started it without.
Oh, did they start the play clock?
It ran a little bit. It ran 2 seconds off. They were at 7.4.
Oh.
And then it went down to 5.8.
Oh, I gotcha.
So they're just trying to get it reset.
Yeah. Right now it's at 7 minutes 40, so we know that's not right. Little delay for
7.4.
the play clock. These things don't happen in the pros. I'm just kidding. Yes, they do.
Yeah, you're lying through your teeth. Cause
And the clock is correct, so now we can move on. The first play of the third drive of the evening. Going to be Bales and Cross in the backfield behind Alexander. And the Blackhawks want to take a timeout. So with 7 seconds left in the first quarter, Blackhawks use their first timeout. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks 1st and 10, 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Blackhawks lead 14-0, following touchdown runs by both Peyton Cross and Zach Bales. Bales and Cross in the backfield here behind Alexander. It's going to be a rollout, play action pass, and it's going to be through the hands of the intended receiver, number 44. Keegan Hampton is a little low. Alexander really didn't have any time to throw it. Pressure was sent in by number 20, Amron Barrett of the Bulldogs. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 now. So, Nick, our prediction was correct that we made during the break, that Coach Wright wanted to try get a little cute towards the end of it.
Uh-huh.
Now they got 2 seconds. Imagine. I bet this play is just a Peyton Cross run up the middle.
Yeah, probably. Just to finish off the first.
2nd and 10, 2 seconds left, so this will be the last play, and it's going to be a pitch to Kolb, who gets out to about the 36, but that will do it for the first quarter. So at the end of one, the Blackhawks lead 14-0 here at Clinton Central. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968. turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsor for tonight's game is Blackhawk Ag Solutions. Blackhawk Ag Solutions was formed with the customer in mind. Being farmers themselves, they know what works and what doesn't when it comes to service. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you, the customer. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School for the start of the second quarter. Blackhawks lead 14-0. Following touchdown runs by Peyton Cross and Zach Bales, facing a 3rd and 5 to get this second quarter underway. And Nick, that was pretty much as perfect a first quarter as you could ask for.
Yeah, I mean, other than that one penalty, I mean, that's pretty much perfect there by the Blackhawks.
Gave up a first down pass on the very first play, but other than that, pretty much perfection. Cross going to get the ball. Barrel got him around the ankles, though. Held him all the way back at the 35. Not very often Peyton Cross gets hit and goes down.
Stood up like that.
But ran into 3 Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up 4th and 4. I would say obviously not punt, but the Blackhawks punted from here last week. So
go for it. Coach is going to go for it.
He's got to go for it here, right?
I mean, what?
You're up 2 touchdowns.
Well, Cross is averaging 5-6 yards carry.
Something like that, yeah. It's going to be Cross, and it looks like Jones in the backfield now. 4th and 4. Going to be a give to Cross. He's going to get the first down and more, but there's going to be a flag on the play. So hold on, everybody.
I think that might be exactly what it is.
It's a downfield hold, it looks like. It's about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Yep, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to go back. So a downfield block. You hate to see it because
it hurts, yeah.
It'll still be 4th down, but it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. I believe the ball will be placed about, so it'll be about 4th and 10 now.
Go for it.
Maybe about 4th and 11, actually. So the Blackhawks, I still don't think they're deep enough to where they won't go for this.
Right. Just have faith in Cross here.
Cross still the deep back. Jones in at the fullback. And it's going to be a rollout to his right. He's throwing it. He's got the man out there. DeCrane brings it in. He brought that ball in. An excellent job by DeCrane to go get that ball. A nice floating pass by Caleb Alexander.
Beautiful.
And the Blackhawks did that just about as beautifully as you could ask to get that first down.
Gambled, paid off.
Yeah, that was exciting.
One more and I hit my parlay.
Alexander had a man in his face, believed in his arm, threw it out just past the sticks, and DeCrane dove for that ball. It's a nice job by the offense to move the sticks. First time they've really been challenged there. 1st and 10 now. It's going to be a give to Cross. Barreling straight up the middle. Reaches just shy of the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That may be his nickname. Barrelin' Peyton Cross.
We'll ask him if he likes it. It's a 2nd and 1. And again, the Blackhawks pretty much doing anything they want offensively. So Alexander under center, again, Cross the deep man. It's going to be a give to Cross again. 1st down and more. He's cutting towards the corner. He might get there. Going to get tripped up, though. Going to get tripped up at about the 9-yard line. It'll be, or I'm sorry, that's the 4.
It's 4. Yeah.
So it'll bring up 1st and goal. The Blackhawks again threatening to stretch out this lead. Cross already with a touchdown. Same thing goes for Zach Bales. Jones again at the fullback. It's going to be a give around to Eli Kolb. He's still fighting forward, though. Man hit him about at the line of scrimmage, but Kolb kept fighting for about another yard. So bring up 2nd and goal now. The noticeable thing that I have noticed on this drive.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was about to say I haven't seen Zach Bales, but he came running in now. He went down on the defensive side with a cramp.
He's back.
He's back at that fullback position now. So Bales and Cross in the backfield. Going to be a give to Cross. He's going to cut across the man. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Good job.
So the Blackhawks extend that lead once again. 20-0 now. And out comes Owen Bell to try to tack on another extra point. He's hit 2 for 2 so far tonight. The kick is up. It looks good. It is good. So tack on one more. Blackhawks lead 21-0. 8:38 to play in the first half. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Bragg Insurance. For all your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs, call your local insurance agency, Bragg Insurance Agency in Sheridan, your friends in the insurance business. And by More Etc. More Etc. has been doing screen printing and embroidery for the Sheridan community since 1996. Call Sarah Moore for your Sheridan spirit wear or business apparel. Nick, Blackhawks lead 21-0. And doesn't really look like the Bulldogs have anything to stop them offensively.
No, I mean, they've tried to go to the air. The Hawks keep swallowing them up. They're trying, reverses. Hawks are blowing up the line before they can even get started. So right now, I mean, this is the Blackhawks game.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs, they might just want to try to run straight up the middle. It's almost like they got to get the ball out of the backfield as quickly as possible. And so far, the Blackhawks doing an excellent job, like you said, of getting back there and blowing it up before they can really do anything. Jacob Jones going to kick it away once again. Puts his foot into it. It's a decent kick. Going to bounce at about the 15, fielded at the 10. Trying to cut it out to the outside. Nice little step back, breaks a tackle, and then eventually gets knocked down by the Blackhawks at about the 22-yard line, looks like. That's where they'll start their next offensive drive, try to get some points here before the game gets too out of hand for them offensively. Again, their best play came on the very first play from scrimmage. Nice little pass that the Bulldogs were able to pull off against the Blackhawks, but they haven't gone back to it yet.
They can't. I mean, there's no time in the backfield.
Well, I think again, just like me, being confused as to who was the quarterback kind of played a part in that as well.
Right.
First and 10. It's another play. I believe it was pitched to De Leon, but he had nowhere to go. maybe lost a yard on the play. Bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, like we were saying, the Blackhawks getting through that offensive line almost immediately. Bulldogs not having a lot of time to do anything.
No.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Minnan is the quarterback. It's just De Leon will line up there every so often.
Pass guy,
yeah. 2nd and 11. All about the 20. And that's going to be a legal motion.
Yep.
Didn't look like anybody really knew what was going on there right before the snap.
Things just not going the Bulldogs' way here.
Yep, they called an illegal shift. That'll be back them up 5 more yards. Keep it 2nd down now. 2nd and 16. Like you said, you know, the Bulldogs known for a little bit of trickery.
Right.
Trying to get a little too cute now and just trying to get anything positive offensively going. Now De Leon looks like in the huddle he's going to be the quarterback this play.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 16. We'll see what kind of offense formation they bring out here now. Still not really in a obvious passing formation. A lot of movement, though.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a keeper right up the middle.
Different.
Reached out right at the end of it, got out to about the 19, so give him about 3 yards back.
Biggest gain in 2 series.
They'll still bring up a 3rd and long situation for the Bulldogs. Minnan now running back out there. Again, both these teams came in tonight looking for their first win on the season. Bulldogs falling to Frankfurt last week 20-16. The Blackhawks losing 35-12 at home to the Western Boone Stars. Only 5 seconds left on the play clock. Bulldogs need to hurry up here. They do get the snap off. He drops back. Minnan sends it down there, and it's not going to be anywhere near the intended receiver. Number 12, Hayden Pratt, was that man. So bring up 4th down now. And at 4th and 13, I would imagine they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, probably.
Bulldogs running out of time, though, to keep this within reach. 6:26 still to play in the 4th quarter. Or, I'm sorry, in the 2nd quarter. I don't know what quarter I'm in. The 2nd quarter. Blackhawks have scored touchdowns on every offensive drive. Punt going to be right down there at the Blackhawk. Let's see where they mark this. It should be the 44, and that's where they mark it. The Blackhawks, at least the Bulldogs put him on the Blackhawks side of the field and not giving them short field position like they've had a few times now.
Right.
Peyton Cross with 2 rushing touchdowns. And Zach Bales with the other. Equal distribution, it feels like, here tonight. The Blackhawks in shotgun. We were warned this might happen. Let's see what they do here. Nice shotgun pass across the middle, just not able to bring it in. That was a nice-looking ball, too. Number 44, Keegan Hampton, just not able to bring it in. Pass a little high.
Had some heat on it, too.
Yeah, it did. That was a nice throw by Alexander. I know he can do it. See if they come out in shotgun again, just for fun.
Right.
Second and 10. Man in motion. It's going to be a pitch out to Kolb. He's got the corner. He's got some lead blockers. Going to get out there past the sticks. They haven't blown the clock dead yet. It is about right at him. I think they're going to give him about a yard, half yard short. Yeah. So bring up third and a very short one.
Cross up the middle.
I would imagine, yeah, when you know you only need 1 yard,
Right.
or half a yard, he's pretty much the man. As Kolb trots off the field, now it's going to be Bales and Cross in the backfield. Third and 1. You give to Cross, he's going to get the first down, just lowers his shoulder, gets across the 45, enough for a first down. So the move the sticks, first down Blackhawks. I've noticed the chain gang having a little bit of difficulty here tonight. That time I think it was because Coach Wright was standing on it or in the way.
Refused to move.
Blackhawks 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Bulldog 44-yard line. Trying to get 4 straight offensive touchdowns here, and it's going to be a give right up the middle to Jacob Jones. He's got a man around his ankle tied up, but not before he gets a gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. So a nice run by Jones. Had a lot of opportunities last week. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Slower pace here. Just
Yeah, the
kinda working
Blackhawks.
it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up 3 touchdowns,
Yeah,
there's
just work the clock.
yeah. I mean, you still got to think about. I know it's only week 2, but
Right.
you don't want to get anybody injured or anything. It is.
No.
We already had a cramp situation. Jones fighting guys off. Look at that strength. Gets all the way out to about the 35. That's where they're going to spot him. About a yard short, though. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Jones showing off that strength that he's got. Under 4 minutes to play now in the first half. Once again, Blackhawks lead 3 touchdowns, trying to get in the end zone for the 4th straight drive. Scored touchdowns on every offensive drive here tonight. And it's going to be a keeper right up the middle by Alexander. He's going to get out almost to the 30. I think they're going to give him the 31, but enough for a first down and move the sticks. Yeah, the Hawks this drive feel like that, you know what, we'll just use a little bit of clock.
Taking their time, you know.
Yeah. They're not really in any sense of urgency here,
Right.
which is probably smart.
Yeah.
You know, towards the end of the half. I mean, no matter how in shape you are, you're probably a little winded too.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
First and 10, ball at the 31. It's going to be a give to Jones, shakes off a tackle, throws another man off, jukes to his right, shakes another man. He's still breaking tackles, gets all the way down to the 21.
All over the place.
Call it a gain of 9 on the play, going to be just shy of the sticks, so it's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 doing everything but running in a straight line.
Yeah, that's that strength that, you know, we were expecting a little bit of last week.
Right.
But the Stars just able to shut down Jones most of that game. Oh, they're going to give him the first down, actually.
Hey, all right.
A late update, but first down, Blackhawks. Once again, Alexander under center, across the deep back. It's going to be a give to Cross. It was a little awkward handoff, but he gets it cleanly. Gets a gain of maybe 3 on the play. Give him 2, so 2nd and 8. Yeah, that exchange was a little awkward in the backfield.
Right.
Almost looked like a counter, but only the quarterback knew it was a counter. it was a little weird.
Right. Not the cleanest, but still gain.
Yep. Blackhawks 2nd and 8 from the 19. Just about 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. Jones going to be the fullback, cross the deep back again. It's going to be a triple option. Alexander's going to pitch it out to Cross. He's got room to run, going to get the first down, throw a defender to the side. Falls forward across the 10-yard line to about the 9, moves the 6. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Once again, the Blackhawks just slowly going down the field. No reason to be in a real hurry.
Got a timeout.
And it looks like Clinton Central going to use their first timeout of the night. With 1:43 to play, Blackhawks lead 21-0 and threatening. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks lead 21-0 over the Bulldogs. And threatening once again, ball spotted at, I believe, the 9-yard line. And Nick, I mean, what can you say about the offense? I mean, they're doing pretty much everything right.
Offense is firing on all cylinders tonight. I kind of like this change in pace. They're kind of taking their time, working the clock, running what we know works, which is, cross up the middle, cross around. It's just all-around good offense here tonight. Great defense as well.
I tell you what, I love that they're giving the ball to Cross, obviously, so much. Bales has had some nice runs.
Kolb's had
some nice runs. But the most exciting thing that I've seen tonight is, I mean, I know it only happened once, but that shotgun pass by Alexander.
Right.
I mean, it showed what they could potentially do. And Kolb eventually gathers that up. He's going to get in the end zone for another touchdown, Blackhawks. It was an awkward little pitch last second. Kolb almost dropped it, but he got in there for the touchdown. Blackhawks extend that lead once again, 27-0 now. And Owen Bell going to come out, see if he can tack on one more. Has 3 of 3 here tonight after struggling a little bit last week. Snap is down. The kick is up. It's a little off to the left. No good. So the score will stay 27-0 with 1:37 to play in the first half. Blackhawks extend the lead 27-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. 1:35 to play in the first half. Blackhawks extend that lead once again, 27-0. Following a nice run by Kolb on a triple option that was almost completely blown up by the Bulldogs.
Right.
But Alexander was able to get that ball out. Kolb was able to gather up the ball after bobbling a little bit, and Blackhawks once again getting that end zone. 4 straight drives, all 4 drives offensively tonight, ending in touchdown runs. So once again, the Blackhawks offensively on all cylinders running, and defensively have pretty well shut down the Bulldogs. As Jacob Jones will line up to kick this one away again. Done a pretty good job kicking for the Hawks. It's a little low roller, but it's going to be touched at the 20. He's going to try to cut it across Alexander, but a nice job by the sophomore to wrap him up and bring him down right at the 30. Let's see what the Bulldogs do here. Just a little bit of time to go down the field. Haven't had really any success offensively.
2-minute drill.
See if they can pull something out of their hat here at the end of this half.
Yeah, you want to at least try to put some points on the board before halftime.
Yeah. So Minnan going to come out under center for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the 30. It's going to be a give right up the middle. Fought for a gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play, and then just shut down by the Blackhawks. Bring up 2nd and 8. That clock continues to tick. Just over a minute now left in the first half. And with a play call like that, I would imagine the Bulldogs just content to run this clock out, get to halftime.
They may try to air it out. Don't put it past them.
Try to get the Blackhawks on their heels.
Mm-hmm. There's enough time.
2nd and 8 now. Menon trots off. And it's going to be a rollout by De Leon. He's going to have a guy down the field, but nothing doing well over his head. They had one successful pass that first play from scrimmage. But the Hawks read that one pretty well, and De Leon didn't have any time to set his feet, just skied it a little bit over the intended receiver. Number 11, Cohen Cruz, who was the recipient of that opening play first down pass. So bring up 3rd and 8 now. See, Nick, that's the problem with passing, though, is
stops the clock.
It stops the clock, and now you got in a situation, if you throw it again, you got to punt.
Right.
3rd and 8. And they false start. Man on the far side, I believe it was the tackle, number 56, Nate Wells.
Yeah, he stood up.
Back the Bulldogs up 5 more yards now. Bring up 3rd and 13. Oh. Did they call it on the Hawks? They did call it on the Hawks. I apologize.
All right. Well, the Bulldogs were backing up like it was on them.
Yeah, well, again, I think it's one of those situations where both sides moved.
Right.
That time they gave it to the Blackhawks side. So 3rd and 3 now, so a little bit more manageable here.
Mm-hmm.
Man in motion. Menon takes the snap. It's going to be a give to De Leon, but he's not going to get anywhere with it. Might have lost half a yard. So bring up 4th down, but
I'd say that's probably
it. That's going to do it because they're not going to have to run another play here. About 10 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock. Looking to the sideline of the coaches. They haven't started walking off the field yet, though. 10 seconds.
Nah, they're going to wait.
Yeah, both of these teams definitely. Yep, so they're going to milk it all the way to halftime. So at the half, Blackhawks lead over the Bulldogs, 27-0. We come back, a little summary, and get you off to the halftime. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School at the half. Hawks lead over the Bulldogs 27-0. And, Nick, that was just about as perfect a half of football as you can hope for, especially in week 2.
Right. Blackhawks coming out firing on all cylinders. Offense, defense looking beautiful. I mean, can't ask for much more than that.
Senior Peyton Cross getting in there for 2 touchdown runs. Zach Bales, the junior, getting a touchdown run, and number 45, Eli Kolb, the junior, also getting a touchdown run in that first half. Defensively, the Blackhawks doing an excellent job against this Bulldog offense as well, blowing up a lot of plays in the backfield. And, you know, from a defensive standpoint, I mean, again, that's pretty much all you can ask for, right?
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's just perfect, just getting through the line. They're almost beating the Bulldogs off the line, off the ball, and that's why they're getting in the backfield so quickly and just blowing up those reverses and end arounds and all of that. It's just good defense.
Yeah, so the Blackhawks hope to continue that in the second half. Once again, I'm only going to mention it because it is 27-0. There is a possibility for a running clock in all high school football games in Indiana now. 35 points will initiate that. The Blackhawks have 8 points to get there, but they are not there yet. So they still got a little bit of work to do even on that end. If you got a goal, I guess you got a set for the second half, that could be the goal. So, again, perfect, pretty much perfect. They did have a few penalties. Pretty much perfect first half. Ideal for the Blackhawks. Lead 27-0 at the half. When we're going to take our usual halftime break, you guys can watch the Commissioner's Corner, go get some snacks, whatever. We will come back right before the start of the third quarter. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighting, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knighting. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Knighting.
Welcome back, everyone, to our special edition of the Commissioner's Corner, our conversation with Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knighting. Commissioner, week number 2 of high school football. Everything seems to have gone well in that first week, and there's a lot going on at the IHSAA with your recently concluded fall meeting. So you have hit the ground running, so to speak.
We have, and Coach, I've told a couple folks, and I think I told you the other night on your show. Well, by the way, your show of 29 years that celebrates high school athletics on Friday and Saturday night. And if our listeners out there want to tune into some good information, they all need to do that every Friday and Saturday night. You and your team do a great job, but.
Thank you.
We had a great week last week, there, and what we got a lot of reports on around the state was the crowds. We had where I was at, and Assistant Commissioner Falcons, and everybody was out from our staff last week, and everybody reported back that the crowds were there, they were large, and they were enthusiastic, and so that's what makes our job fun along the way, when people get to enjoy their local team playing.
Well, I think people have been cooped up for a long time, and the chance to go out and scream and yell for their favorite team is something that's important. And, it's also a situation, too, where it's not just football. You've had your other fall sports get started. So this is an important time of year for everybody.
It is, and believe it or not, we're about halfway through the girls' golf season already. And those kids have been out playing and getting ready, and they're starting to have these tune-up events to get ready to make their march to the state finals at Prairie View Golf Club. But boys and girls soccer. We have our boys tennis teams, boys and girls cross country. It's in full swing. And the other one we can't remember is we have unified flag football going on right now. So, we've got students that traditionally don't have an opportunity to play on a team that they're with their school representing their program as part of the unified programming. And again, those are students that may have an intellectual disability, and they're an athlete for the Indiana High School Athletic Association also.
I would tell you that I ran into Mike Leonard, the former Franklin College football coach, told me he is coaching the unified team here in Franklin, just to show you how the quality of human beings you have involved in it. And I know you're incredibly proud of it.
It is phenomenal programming. It really is an inclusive program of all students that attend the school, and we're just so happy to be able to offer as many opportunities as we can for student athletes. So we're rolling, Coach, and we're going to keep moving forward.
You are. All right, your fall board meeting just concluded. And one of the important topics of that is they're going to be announcing soon who will be hosting tournament sites for IHSA postseason play.
We are. Those were approved by our board of directors yesterday. So everything in our winter offering, so boys and girls swimming, boys and girls basketball, wrestling. So we approve host sites for all those events. And so they're going to be announced this week yet. But one of the things that I think people need to pay attention to here is a couple months ago, we changed a little bit of the format to the boys and girls basketball tournament, to where we now are going to have 4 teams in the same class will attend a semi-state site, and there's 2 games in the morning, and you advance, and the traditional 2 games in one day will actually be played at the semi-state round. So it's going to be a lot of fun basketball. But what it does is it puts 4 more facilities in our state hosting semi-state events. So that old destination, and back where I come from, there'll be some folks leaving their hometown dribbling a basketball to where those games are being played just so they can watch their teams played. And we really think it's going to be a great weekend of basketball. And that's going to be announced. Those locations will be announced yet this week.
It's a busy time. Are you guaranteeing good weather this weekend?
We're guaranteeing that the weather's going to be good enough to play football.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsors for tonight's game include More Etc., The Farmers Bank, Blackhawk Ag, Legacy Images, Handmade on Main, Sheridan Main Street First Friday, and Biddle Poland's. Bragg Sports Media would like to thank all of our partners for their continued support.
football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School for the start of the third quarter. Blackhawks lead 27-0. Both teams took the field pretty quick, but I don't think the officials were ready for them to take the field.
So, hey, guys, chill.
Yeah, they're still waving them off a little bit. I don't know, Nick, you played. Do they have like a set time?
Yeah, they just
they added 3 more minutes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to tack on extra time.
Yeah.
For the warm-up period.
Well, it's one of those things where they don't want the kids overworking themselves.
No, and it's to get loose. It's a safety thing more than anything.
Either way, we'll get going in about 2.5 more minutes after both teams were obviously full-blown ready to go.
Lining up.
Nick, when you were, you experienced this a lot. When you were winning by a considerable amount, obviously it's not a perfect, and you can never really perfect anything.
No.
What kind of speech does Coach Wright give when you're up a considerable amount like this?
Points out pretty much all of the good that's happened, throughout the first half. Maybe points out a couple of things that could be worked on, but for the most part, it's just pretty positive. A lot of, keep doing what you're doing. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're seeing. This is what we may try. So they may be making a game plan for, fourth quarter, maybe bringing other guys in. I mean, it's relatively positive as long as there were no major screw-ups.
Yeah. Personally, I'm hoping to see more passing. And I know if it works, it feels like you're tacking or like you're piling on kind of thing. Yeah. But, for a team that doesn't pass very often, we got the tip before the game that we might see shotgun.
Right.
And we saw it one time, and it was a beautiful throw and almost a catch. And I don't know. I'm just a fan of the pass game. So
I'm not. So I think passing kind of makes guys vulnerable.
Well, it definitely makes guys more vulnerable.
When guys are more vulnerable, injuries happen.
Well, that's very true.
Stick to bread and butter. Stick to what's working. Yeah, try that practice stuff, but just don't get anyone hurt. It's silly to try stuff like that when you're this far up.
Well, but now, when you're this far up, you try to do stuff that
save
you
it
can
for practice.
Well, but no,
save it for
you got to get real game snaps in, Nicholas. Fine, we'll do the boring thing. Just keep running the ball.
It's not boring. It's safe. There's a difference.
Well, you call it safe. I call it boring. No, not that I'm rooting for any injuries or anything like that. Obviously not. I got a conga line on the central side of the field.
Construction night here for the cheer block, it looks like.
Yep. They're definitely doing a conga line.
Fantastic.
Good for the kids. Speaking of the kids, coming up next week, homecoming week for Sheridan. Early this year, but, with you only got 4 home games, one of them's got to be a senior night. You don't want every game being a themed thing. So
right.
Blackhawks homecoming next week. We're going to do a first for, really since we've been doing this, but especially a first for Bragg Sports Media, and that we will be broadcasting the Powder Puff game I'm still not sure. Well, I say game. It's a games situation. I'm not sure when it starts. I believe it's at 6 o'clock. We will try to get a time hammered down. Just got to speak to some of the students or coordinators. But either way, we're going to do Powder Puff. Bring it to your living room for those that enjoy that. Powder Puff's always fun to watch. And they're going to do a short little kick fielded by, I believe that's Jones at about the 35. Cuts it to the outside. Got one man to beat. Got a lead blocker up there, gets in the way, and Jones going to take it to the house. And that's how you want to start the second half.
Wow.
Blackhawks touchdown once again, 33-0 now.
What a run, huh?
Jones beautifully runs by the defense. Only had one man to beat. Farthest blocker down the field that sealed that deal was number 44, Keegan Hampton. He's had several big plays here tonight.
Great pickup there.
Yep. Let's see if Owen Bell can make good on this one.
I'm surprised they're not going to try to go for two.
So the Blackhawks don't go for two to make it 35-0. That would signal the rolling clock.
Right.
Instead, they just trying to get Owen Bell some snaps, I think. Kick is up. The kick looks good. The kick is good. So Blackhawks tack on one more. First play of the second half. Extend that lead. 34-0 now. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Bragg Insurance. For all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs, call your local insurance agency, Bragg Insurance Agency in Sheridan, your friends in the insurance business. And by More Etc. More Etc. has been doing screen printing and embroidery for the Sheridan community since 1996. Call Sarah Moore for your Sheridan spirit wear or business apparel. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks extend that lead on a nice Jacob Jones return for touchdown. Now 34-0, 1 point shy of that running clock. And the Blackhawks defense now get a chance. The Blackhawk offense, well, take a little bit more of a load off. Can't really say that a whole lot because schools like Sheridan and Clinton Central, most of the guys go both ways.
Right.
Jones going to put his foot into it. It's a short little kick, bounced at the 25, going to be jumped on by Minnan at the 23. He will down it right there. So the Bulldogs will now run out there, try to get some offense going. They did not get anything going in that first half. No success really on the offensive side of the ball. But again, a lot of youth out of the Bulldogs. Creed Minnan, the quarterback for most of the night, is a freshman. We've said Cohen Cruz's name a few times. Amron Barrett, all those guys freshmen. So Minnan under center, takes the snap, gets kind of blown up by his own player, and they're going to say his knee went down. He tried getting it out of there. But it looked like, he kind of got rocked.
His own center got shoved right into him from the get-go.
So that's going to be a loss of 1, bring up 2nd and 11 now. And not the start to the half that the Bulldogs were wishing for at all.
Right.
Let's see, they're going to stick with Minnan at quarterback. De Leon in the backfield as the fullback. Takes a snap, going to drop back, pitch it out to the outside. Got nowhere to run, though, as number 5, Trent DeCrane, got out there quickly for the Blackhawks. Blew up that play before other Blackhawks came over to help get the man down, but that's going to be another loss on the play, bring up about 3rd and 14 now.
That could have been real dangerous. DeCrane was not looking at a man coming at him, he could have got blown up hard.
Yeah, but he had his eyes set on the ball carrier. Fortunately for him, able to get in the way. And now Bulldogs once again backs against the wall deep in their own territory. 3rd and 14 now. He's going to roll out to his left, pitch out. Peyton Cross just stands there waiting to break that up. So that another loss of about 10 on the play. So punt coming from the Bulldogs deep in their own territory. And potentially a very good starting position for the Blackhawk offense coming up. Number 29, Dayton Talby, was the runner on that play. Once again, Peyton Cross, the man, got there and blew it up. It's a short punt, end over end. Going to bounce inside the 30. It's going to die at about the 30.5-yard line. But the Blackhawks only got 30 yards to go to get in that end zone once again.
That's killer field position to start.
Scored on their only, I'm going to say scored on every possession the first half. Only had 4 offensive possessions, resulting in 4 touchdowns. They already got 1 touchdown this half. If you weren't watching, you hadn't gotten back to the TV yet, you missed it. Opening kickoff of the second half, Blackhawks took all the way back. Jacob Jones, the man on that shotgun snap.
Ball.
And it looked like there might have been a, let's see what happened
Looks
here.
like it might be Central's ball.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but it will be Central's ball. Taken over on a turnover. Now, first turnover of the night for either team. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think it just popped out when he came down with it.
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure who it was supposed to go to because Alexander was in shotgun. The ball never got to him. So I don't know if the man in motion hadn't cleared yet by the time the center snapped it.
Popped him in the chest, maybe.
Something, yeah. The man in motion was Eli Kolb, but, I can't imagine he was the intended runner.
No.
Either way, 1st and 10. And the Bulldogs bobbled that snap. He's trying to get rid of it, just leans back, heaves it down the field, and it's going to fall incomplete. And that turnover very well could give Clinton Central some life here.
Yeah, let's see if they capitalize on it.
Coming out, not able to convert on that first down throw, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Once again, Minnan, the assumed quarterback. He's been the quarterback most of the night. Minnan under center. It's going to be a pitch on an in and around. Cuts it, makes a man miss. Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He might have. So a lot of moves just to get no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 10. Third and 9. They gave him an extra yard. So either way. 3rd and long again for these Bulldogs. Blackhawk defense continue, Nick, to stifle anything that the Bulldogs try to do to them.
Yeah, so far it's defense as usual right now with the Blackhawks.
3rd and 9. Ball at the 31. And it's going to be a give right up the middle. Nothing doing again. A pile of Blackhawks there to shut that down.
Swallowed them up.
Going to lose a yard, so bring up 4th and 10 now. And I imagine the Bulldogs will punt away once again.
Got a hurt player on the field, I think.
Looks like he's a little slow to get up. He was able to get up, and it's going to be Talby, number 29, the senior, hobbling a little bit. He might be having cramps, just like Bales did in that first half. See what they do here. They are kind of lined up in a punting formation. It's a little odd, and then they branch out. They got one offensive lineman right now, and I am at, and flag comes in.
Delay a game.
Yep. Now they're going to call him a false start. Well, now I think he just changed his call. He's not really sure what was going on.
There was a delay. I mean, the clock was out.
I think that's what they ended up calling, was a delay of game. He changed it. So back it up 5 more yards to 4th and 15 now. Obviously still a punting situation, and it looks like they're going to use their first timeout of the half. So Clinton Central with 6:34 to play in – my clock's running, I apologize. It's 7:09 to play in the third quarter still. Blackhawks lead 34-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks lead 34-0. And a pending punt coming up for the Bulldogs. Not going to make matters any easier for Clinton Central. 4th and 15, 7:06 to play in this third quarter. Trying to confuse the Hawks here.
Some more trickery, huh?
They're just going to keep running back and forth.
Okay.
Everybody's getting their calisthenics in. There's the snap. It's a high end-over-end punt. It's going to be fielded by Alexander about the 46. Going to break one tackle and eventually get roped down at about the 44. And we got some life out of the Clinton Central fans. Probably the first time since the very beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling a little bit of momentum as the Hawks were forced to turn that ball over last time. Out. Let's see what Coach Wright draws up here. Once again in the shotgun. It's going to be a give to Cross. He breaks a tackle, cuts it outside, makes another man miss. Gets to the 20, almost to the 15. But Peyton Cross doing what Peyton Cross does, barreling over guys.
Took out 2 there at least.
Yep. Nice little stiff arm, and it looks like there's is that a flag on the far sideline?
Maybe been a head-to-head. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He did kind of lower into it.
I mean, Cross was kind of going to the ground.
Right.
I mean, if it's against him, that's kind of a personal foul.
Head-to-head.
They're going to call it on Cross.
Yep. Like I said, he was on his way down. He lowered.
Still a lot of pointing, and
are they going to give us that signal again, or
I don't know.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
Well, but he didn't. Normally, the blow to the head, the signal's to the head. He didn't signal that to the head.
Legal block. I
don't know. I don't know what 2 fists together at his chest mean. There's so many There's so many new fouls anymore.
I mean, but it's got to be an illegal block.
They're going to back it up 15 yards, but it's still going to be enough to move the chains for the Hawks. So it'll still be 1st and 10. So Cross still gets the first down. We're not quite sure what the penalty was, but either way, there were a few.
Legal block to the side is the only thing I could figure.
That could possibly be it. Either way, 1st and 10. Alexander under center now, rolling out to his right, throws it out in the flat to DeCrane. He brings it in for a nice gain out to the 24 now. Few yards short of the first down, but a nice play on first down by the Blackhawks brings up second and about 3. Yeah, I like the potential out of this passing attack.
Right? Kind of little short passes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, Alexander's not going to.
No, he's not going to air it out, but, I mean, they're pretty nice passes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and just height-wise, those rollouts, I think, is what we're going to see a lot of, or that shotgun pass, either way. Gives it off to Bales. Bales got a big hole looking for blocks. Gets spun down, but not before he gets to the sticks, and another first down for the Hawks. Bales already scoring on one run earlier tonight. Gets that ball out to about the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. First down, Blackhawks. And personally, I'm rooting for Alexander to throw the ball because I said it before the game. What a great number to wear. Number 4. What a great number. Attaboy, Brett Favre. Attaboy.
Retired when that kid was born.
Alexander in the shotgun again. Going to give it off. He kept it himself. He's got wheels, and he might get in there. Gets in there. Touchdown, Blackhawks. And that will initiate the rolling clock. I believe that is Alexander's first touchdown of the season. So the sophomore quarterback getting it done here tonight. The Blackhawks extend that lead 40-0. Halfway through the third quarter. Owen Bell going to try to tack on another extra point. 4 of 5 here tonight. Let's see if he can go to 5 of 6. Snap is down. The kick looks good. The kick is good. So tack on one more for the Hawks. 41-0. Still 4:43 to play in the third quarter. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. The Blackhawks extend that lead once again, 41-0 here. 4:43 to play in the third quarter. And the rolling clock will go into effect now following a nice little read option committed by number 4, Caleb Alexander, the quarterback for the Blackhawks. And Nick, I know he's only a sophomore. I know it's only week 2.
Right.
But I like what I see out of the Sheridan offense, especially with Caleb Alexander at the helm.
Right.
You know, ideally, get a little bit of height on him, but he's only, I mean, again, he's only a sophomore.
Sophomore, he's still a young guy.
You figure he's probably 15, maybe? I mean,
if that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was 16 as a sophomore, but
I wasn't.
I was old. Leave me
I
alone.
was young.
Yeah.
But either way, he's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, he's doing a heck of a job. And, I mean, even last week, I mean, the Blackhawks losing 35-12, it was nothing he did. Just the Hawks not able to take care of business against the Stars. Either way, Blackhawks taking care of business tonight. Bulldogs pick it up at about the 12-yard line, gets it spun out, but got all the way out to, I think they're going to give him almost the 25-yard line, so a decent return by the Bulldogs. And the clock will run. Only time it gets stopped is by scoring plays or timeouts. See what the Bulldogs do here. I'm sure, just like the Hawks last week, fighting for really any sort of respect at this point. Want to get something positive out of here. Once again, Menon under center. Going to drop back, look down in the flat. It's going to be tipped away. Batted away by number 56, Owen Treach. I'm going to figure out how to say that name because that was a nice play by number 56, the sophomore.
Put a big old paw on it.
The clock continues to wind. 3:30 now to play in the third quarter. Bring up 2nd and 10 now. Clinton Central doesn't really look like they're in too big of a hurry. There's a little confusion on the sideline with coaches, but other way now, number 9, De Leon back at quarterback.
Here comes the pass.
He's going to keep it right up the middle. Met right as soon as he got past the center. I'm not sure who that first Blackhawk was. It was 11, Zach Bales.
They were on him.
Yeah, he's all over the field tonight. Nick, the Blackhawks have given us a lot of people to consider for our player of the game.
Right.
Stick around after the game. Me and Nick, I'm going to keep a tally. I'm going to maybe present an award at the end of the year. I don't know.
Can I present it to a whole line?
For the Farmers Bank player of the game. Just over 2 minutes. It's going to be attempted in and around, blown up again by number 56, Treach. That's how I'm going to say it. I apologize if that is incorrect. The sophomore. He's a big boy for a sophomore. 6'5", 205.
Built.
That boy got some length. Minute 45 to play in the third quarter. We'll bring up 4th down. We'll see what they do here. They don't necessarily have to punt this, but it's one of those things where you don't want to make the bleeding even worse. I don't think they're going to punt. No, they are not. It looked like the Hawks used their first timeout of the second half. So with 1:16 to play in the third quarter, actually the official just said it was on Clinton Central. They used their second timeout of the half. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. A pending punt, I believe, coming up from Clinton Central. They keep doing all this trickery and whatnot. We'll see what they do here. Be interesting if they snap this. And they did. Oh, they're going to fake it. I like the spirit. I like the drive. Not going to be good enough for a first down, so the Blackhawks will take over on downs at the Bulldog 20-yard line. This possibly could get much worse, but it looks like the second unit offense is coming out.
An entire new cast of characters here.
Entire second unit on offense, I'm assuming.
They're not even going to huddle. They're just going straight to line of scrimmage.
Well, they probably got the play call on the sideline.
They're excited.
Yeah. At quarterback, number 2, Chance Spencer. And it looked like, let's see who jumped here. I don't know. It looks like the Blackhawks false started.
Come on, guys.
Not the start you want.
It's your time to shine.
Probably still going to try to run one play here. Yep, they run up to the line. 15 seconds now left in the third quarter. It's again Spencer under center. He's going to roll out to his left. Oh, they're going to try to throw the ball. He heaves it down there. He's got a man. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Wow.
Reception on that play. 13, Caden Knight, the freshman. So Spencer connects with Caden Knight on their first play from scrimmage with the second unit and tacks on another touchdown, extending that lead 47-0. And the Hawks doing everything right here tonight.
Made up for that silly penalty.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even see the guy behind him.
Right.
I thought it was well overthrown by that to one guy, but it ended up falling perfectly in the hands, and it looks like, and that's a good kick. I mean, that was a beautiful kick, but
So what's the call there?
I'm not sure what, I mean, I think they had an extra man, or maybe they stopped it because of an equipment.
I don't see a flag, so probably
Yeah,
equipment.
he's still holding on to his helmet, so let's see what they do here.
Send one guy out and put two in, huh? There he goes. He turns around.
Well, I mean, they sent in Alexander to be the guy wide. The snap is down. The kick is up. The kick looks good, and it's no good.
Oh, man, that looks
So
good.
the score stays 47-0 at the end of 3. Blackhawks leading big here in Clinton Central. You're watching Sheridan Football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsor for tonight's game is Blackhawk Ag Solutions. Blackhawk Ag Solutions was formed with the customer in mind. Being farmers themselves, they know what works and what doesn't when it comes to service. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you, the customer. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School for the start of the fourth quarter. Blackhawks lead 47-0, following a nice rollout pass thrown by Chance Spencer, connecting with Caden Knight. So freshman to freshman scoring on their first play from scrimmage in a varsity situation. Well done, boys. And Jacob Jones puts his foot into it. It's going to be fielded at the 18 by the Bulldogs, looking for a hole. He's got a hole, but getting wrapped up nicely at about the 31, maybe the 32 by number 15, Owen Bell. Nice job getting downfield and shutting down that return. They're going to place that ball at the 31. Let's see if it looks like first unit of offense and defense are still out there. Clinton Central still trying to save face here. They obviously want to get in the end zone at least one time here. You don't want to get shut out in your own stadium. Menon rolling out, got nowhere to go, wrapped up by Peyton Cross quickly. Loss of about 2 on the play, going to bring up 2nd and 12. I mean, Nick, what can you say about this defensive unit? I mean, they've done just about everything correctly here tonight.
I mean, literally firing on all cylinders, just blowing up the line, stopping plays before they can even happen.
Yeah, the only time that they've really shown any weakness was literally play 1.
That's it.
And it was only really, I mean, it was a nice little trickery thing that the Bulldogs did right out the gate, but also defender fell over.
Right.
So 2nd and 12. They run into each other in the backfield, and Menon gets again blown up in the backfield by Zach Bales. And again, the Blackhawk defense continues to be an absolute force here tonight. Right at 10 minutes left to play in this game. Again, running clock in effect. Back up the ball 2 more yards, bring up 3rd and 14. Minute under center. It's going to be a pitch trying to get that corner, cuts it back up field, but just run into a wall at about the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten half a yard in there for the Blackhawks. About 3 defenders. Bales was in there. Treach was in there. Everywhere out there here tonight. 4th and 13. And let's see if they punt this one away. Alexander standing at almost his own 45, awaiting the punt here. It's a high snap, but it gets it down. Decent kick spiraling down the field. Alexander just going to smartly step away from it. Ball going to be down right at the 40-yard line of the Blackhawks. They've stopped the clock at 8:50. Now they're winding it. Let's see if the Blackhawks.
Freshman
unit? Obviously, I would think you still send out the second unit.
Yeah.
They got 1 play, but,
It'll go JV unit again, and then if they score again, I would say it's strictly freshman.
Yeah. Well, hold on. There's some
What's
confusion.
The question here?
Well, there's some confusion. I think, they threw a flag way back here that I didn't even see.
Happen?
I didn't even see the flag, so
The
they
Hawks
might
didn't
be.
see it happen.
Yeah, so they're going to be forced to punt again, I think. That was back where the punter was standing.
Right? The ball still hasn't moved.
Not sure what happened here. Maybe. Either way, still 4th down.
All right, here comes the ball. So they're going to repunt.
Waiting to see if they back it up, because if they don't back it up, I don't know what penalty you would call where the ball doesn't move.
Right?
Let's see what they do here. Looking for the stick, and it was a penalty on the Hawks.
Okay.
Maybe running into the kicker?
No, the ball came off just fine.
I don't know. Either way, it was a 5-yard penalty.
All right.
So still 4th and a long ways. Alexander moves up to his own 45. It's going to be a good, clean punt this time. Alexander's going to have a chance to return this. Fielded at about the 35. Going to run into his own blocker. Gets out to about the 40. So decent return by Alexander, and out trot the second unit once again for the Hawks.
They're fired up.
Oh, yeah. You scored your first play on varsity, and most of them are freshmen. Yeah, you're a little wound up. Once again, 1st and 10. Different quarterback now. It's going to be Owen Bell. Bell's going to give it off right up the middle. Runner falls forward for about 4. Number 51 of the Hawks. He's not on my roster. I'm not sure who it was. I apologize. Love giving all the kids some airtime, but he's not on the roster. I'm not sure who he is.
Assuming a freshman.
Probably, yeah. 2nd and 6. It's going to be a botched snap picked up by Spencer. Fights backwards all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, though. So nice job by Spencer to keep that ball alive and not lose any yardage. Bring up 3rd and 6 now, and then all of a sudden there's wholesale changes again. In comes Owen Bell. Hawks doing some tricky stuff with the second unit here, trying to get, I guess, everybody snaps while at the same time.
Get your quarter.
Under 6.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Blackhawks lead 47-0. Owen Bell once again in at quarterback. He's going to be spun down for a significant loss. It'll be 4th and 12.
That was awful close to encroachment.
Yeah.
I mean, they were over on the right-hand side.
That's all right. 4th and 11. Blackhawks probably going to go for it again.
Air it out.
Yep, they're definitely going for it. And Spencer's in there at quarterback. Man in motion, and there's a timeout called by the Blackhawks. Blackhawks going to use their first timeout of the second half with 5:37 to play in the game. Blackhawks lead 47-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. 5:37 left to play in the game. Blackhawks lead 47-0. Coach Wright called timeout there, decided better of it, and going to punt this ball away, facing a 4th and 11. It's a good kick. My goodness, a spiraling punt. Going to be caught at about the 25. He's going to be wrapped. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. Never mind. No, that's a shoe. That's a shoe. Mike, never mind. Never mind. I wasn't the only one that got excited there for a second, but Blackhawks bring him down at the 25-yard line. So the Bulldogs starting deep in their own territory, and they're going to leave their first unit out there once again, trying to break this shutout here in their own facility.
Are we second unit defense here? Looks like first
no,
unit.
it's still first unit. Justifiably, if they got their first unit offense out there, we got our first unit defense.
Right.
1st and 10, Menon under center. He's going to throw it right across the middle, almost picked off by the Blackhawks. Well defended, number 23, Dane Vogie. Out there, almost pulled it off. Wasn't really expecting it either. Bring up 2nd and 10. Bulldogs in no hurry. Under 4 minutes to play now. 2nd and 10 again. Menon under center. Blackhawks jump off sides, and that'll put a flag on the play.
Trickery, trickery.
Encroachment on the Blackhawks to give the Bulldogs 5 free yards, bring it up to 2nd and 5 now. Clock continues to roll. Under 3.5 now. Man in motion coming across. It's going to be a give. Tries cutting it upfield. Nothing really doing. Gets out to maybe the 31 for a short gain. Bring up 3rd and 4. Under 3 to play. Blackhawks trying to shut out Clinton Central at home. And a defensive performance that is every bit as good as the offense has been here tonight. Menon under center. Going to be a pitch. Gets through the hole, but it's knocked down about a yard after the line of scrimmage to bring up 4th and 3. We'll see if they go for it here. 2 minutes left. Bulldogs leave the offense out there, but their punter is a regular on the offense, so we will see what they do here. No, they're coming out in a formation. They're going to go for it.
Why not?
Yeah. It's going to get – oh, he did get by him. I thought for sure the Blackhawks were going to get him behind the line of scrimmage. They timed that pretty much perfect to get through, but it's going to be a first down. So a nice job by the Bulldogs to move the sticks. Haven't done it a lot tonight. But we're able to get another first down. Minute 15 now left to play in the game. Blackhawks can't get complacent, though. If you want to get this shutout, you got to watch for a pass all of a sudden.
Oh, they'll make you work for it.
1st and 10, and the Blackhawks jump off sides again.
Trickery. More trickery.
I mean, honestly, with the clock running, if you want to secure the
go ahead.
If you want to secure the big goose egg on the board, just jump off sides a few times.
Yeah.
Give them a few free yards. Who cares? And it looks like they're going to stop the clock, but Clinton Central is going to use their last timeout of the evening with 37 seconds left. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Central High School. Blackhawks lead 47-0 with 49 seconds left. So they added some time back on. Let me add it on ours. Have a 1st and 5 after the Blackhawks jumped off sides. We wait for the signal to roll the clock. Might just wait till the ball snaps. Oh, there it is. Menon takes the snap. He's looking down the left side. He's got a man down there. He does make the catch. So the Bulldogs show a little life on that play. Number 12, for the life of me, Hayden Pratt.
The clock ever start there?
The clock just started when they snapped the ball.
It never started.
1st and 10. His deep drop this time. Throwing it down the right side this time. It's going to be picked off. Beautifully picked off by Dane Vogie. Almost had one a few plays ago. Now a diving interception is going to secure this win and shutout for the Blackhawks. 10 seconds left. And that will do it. So your final here tonight, Blackhawks win 47-0. We come back, we're going to summarize, get you ready for next week. You've been watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Central High School, where the Blackhawks have defeated the Clinton Central Bulldogs 47-0. And Nick, I don't know that you could play a more perfect game than the Blackhawks just did.
I mean, that was a great game on both sides of the ball. I mean, Hawks came out here, a completely different team, just a lot of fire, a lot of energy. really took it to the Bulldogs, who just couldn't put anything together tonight. Few mental mistakes, but it's what I would expect from a Hawks versus Bulldogs type game. You know, they like to run it on 2 or 3 and draw all the penalties. Minus those minor little mental mistakes, it would have been a perfect game.
Yeah, the Blackhawks executing almost perfection on the offensive side. And, I mean, when you get a goose egg, that is perfection on defense.
Goose egg, defense wins championships.
Yeah, the Blackhawk defense allowing the Bulldogs 2 pass plays. So, I mean, you still got to work on that.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, the Blackhawk defense, like you said multiple times, operating on full cylinders, not allowing the Bulldogs to do really anything offensively.
Blowing it up constantly.
I believe every offensive player that touched the ball, especially for the first unit, I'm not sure about everybody else, but the first unit definitely, every player that touched the ball got in the end zone at some point tonight. Jacob Jones got in there on the first kick of the second half. I believe, I know Cole got in there. Mm-hmm. I know, again, my goodness, Alexander got in there on a keeper. Cross got in there twice. So a lot of success offensively for the Blackhawks. Again, defensively, absolutely about as perfect as you could be, which will take us to tonight's Farmers Bank Player of the Game, and Nick's very excited about this. I told him before, I don't remember, I think it was before the fourth quarter, but either way, he wanted to give the Player of the Game to the entire defense. I told him if they keep a goose egg, I'll go along with it. So congratulations to the Blackhawk defense tonight.
Good job, guys.
And Nick fighting for you, saying defense wins championships. And I'll tell you what, when you blank a team 47-0, you deserve.
On their own turf, you deserve player of the game.
You deserve player of the game. So the entire defense wins player of the game. Like I said, as we go further into the season, I'm going to create a graphic. I apologize for just plain Farmers Bank. And Nick, don't you shake your head at me. But either way, we're going to create a graphic. I want to get something made up. I don't know if it's going to be a little plaque, trophy, something, but I want to keep track of who wins player of the season based on our opinions, which are really nothing. But either way, who gets a rose? Yeah. Either way, Blackhawks win 47-0. Next week, again, homecoming week for the Blackhawks. Thursday night. I'm going to get the time hammered down. I'm not sure exactly, but a first for me and Bragg Sports Media especially. We're going to do the Powder Puff games, and I'm excited about it.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Me and Nick going to have a little bit of fun with it. Hopefully get a few of the participants on after hopefully wins. I don't have a favorite. Nick, do you have a favorite? I mean, what grade is your sister in? Sophomore. So we rooting for that class.
Sophomore class.
Sophomore class. We don't want to upset anybody, but sophomore class is the home favorite
team to beat.
So either way,
insider football.
Yeah, Powder Puff next Thursday, Friday night will be homecoming against Tri-Central as we welcome them into Bud Wright Stadium. Blackhawks final time win 47-0 at Clinton Central. For myself, for Nick, for all of my sponsors, we appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week again Thursday. Powder Puff. You guys have a good night.
Take care.